Hey guys, another day, another hat. Um, and that's going to be all for the joking around today because this is actually a pretty serious topic. So let's get into it. If you guys have been watching my previous videos, then you would know that I have unfortunately lost the one and only key I have for my Ford Transit Connect. I still don't have it. I'm in the process of trying to get a key. I went like a whole week just working and doing other stuff without realizing that I'd lost the key. So I'm like walking around not knowing that there's a missing key out. When I'm like, all right, I have the day off. I'm going to go, I plan to work on my van today. Um, I go to reach up where I leave all my keys. We have like a little hook area. And it's like, oh, this isn't the key. This isn't the key. It's not here. And so I start looking around. I usually leave keys in like my clothes. So that's the first place I check is my clothes. And these are the pants actually that I was wearing when I was working on it last. Um, so I check those pants. I check my jackets. It's not there. So I'm like, okay, well, it's got to be here somewhere. I spend the next 3 days, probably the whole day, looking for this key, checking every room in the house, checking all my clothes, looking in places that I don't even think I was in, looking outside. I flip over this whole property like 5 times looking for this key. I can't find it. So I'm like, okay, worst case scenario, I'll Google what I have to do to like get a new key if I have to. Look at some YouTube videos, and they're like, oh, you can just go to the dealership, get a new key, they'll give it to you. And after I've searched everywhere and I'm confident that I do not know where it is, and I don't think it's even here. Like I think it fell out of my pants somewhere else. Like at the movie theater, I'm always losing my keys in the movie theater seats. It's probably in an AMC somewhere. So here's a scavenger hunt to look for my missing key, and if you find it, I'll give you the van. Yeah, I'll give you the van if you find my key. That's how confident I am that it's just gone. They're like, oh, you can just go to the dealership, get a new key, if you give them the title and everything. So I go to Ford, and I go to the parts department, and I say, all right, I'm just here to get a new key. And they say, all right, no problem. What's the year of your Ford Transit Connect? I'm like 2010. And they're like, oh, yeah, we can't do that. We only go so far back in the keys that we can give you. I'm like, oh, well, okay. Option B. Because in the video that I looked at, they were like, oh, you could just go to a mobile locksmith. It's like, all right, Ford didn't help me. So I'm going to go to a mobile locksmith. I'm going to call a mobile locksmith and see if they can help me. I call a locksmith, and they're like, yeah, Ford Transit Connect 2010, sure thing. We can help you. It'll cost around $300 to get the key and the remote setup for it. I'm like, fine, whatever. I knew it was going to cost that much anyways from the video I watched. And that's just what I have to do now. So I get off the phone. I'm like, all right, well, at least, I'm going to get the key. And I'll be able to, that'll just be out of my head and I won't have to worry about that anymore. I'm in the parking lot of Home Depot. And after I finish that call, I start walking to the front. It's like not even a minute later, I get a call from the same guy, and he tells me, "Hey, is the Ford Transit Connect key the one with that stupid rod and that like weird top on it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it is." And he's like, Oh, yeah, I can't do that. My machine won't cut a key like that. And I'm like, oh my God, what has just happened? Like, have I just ruined my whole van life experience? And he says to me, I know another locksmith who has the machine that can cut a key like that. Here's his number, but call him at 5 because he's a bus driver. And that's when he gets off work. So it's like 3 o'clock and I'm waiting for 2 hours, just like, oh, fuck. I am done. This whole thing is over. I'm stressing out for 2 hours. I call the guy. He doesn't answer. And I'm like, okay, well, okay. There's another thing. Now he's just somebody that won't even talk to me. Luckily, he calls me back like 30 minutes later. I guess he was just still on his bus route. And he says, I tell him my whole situation. He tells me I can cut it, but I need a key code for it. And without the key code, I can't, it's not going to work. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, like how many, it's like an onion. How many layers of security are there in keys? Like it's not like a hacking scenario. Like you need layers of security in like computers and stuff. But it's a lock that someone could just, it doesn't matter if it's like 10 layers of security deep. Someone can still like pry the lock open and get in there and hotwire it. Like it's unnecessary. And then he tells me, I'm like, all right, how do I get this key code? Like where is it? And he's like, all right, it can be in your owner's manual. I'm like, great, all right. Stay on the line. I'm gonna go look, see if it's in the owner's manual. It should be in a card, he says. I look and I see the card. I see the place where it's supposed to be filled out. It's not filled out. And I'm like, it's not here. And he says, well, you can ask Ford for it, but they're probably not going to give it to you. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, I can ask Ford for it, but they're not going to give it? And he's like, yeah, they have it, but they don't want to give it to you. And so I'm like, all right, look, I'm going to call Ford real quick, and then I'll call you back later. I need tea break. Hold on. Nice day out. All right. Call Ford, call the parts department, and I'm like, guys, I'm really trying to like give them a sob story for them to like just feel bad for me and give it to me. I say, hey man, my name's Sam, and I'm in a real pickle. Like, I just bought a van, and unfortunately lost the one and only key I have to that van, and I can't use it at all, and I need, I tried going to get a key from Ford before, but they can't make it for me. They told me to go to a locksmith, and the locksmith can't make it for me without a key code. And I'm just wondering if you guys can like give me a key code so I can get a key made, because I just really need a key. Like I can't use this van without a key. And the guy's like, yeah, we can give you a key code. I mean, I can't do it, but my manager can. And he comes in on Monday. Keep in mind, this is a Friday. So I'm like, all right. So I have to wait 3 days now. Well, 2, depending on what time I called. So he's like, yeah, come in. You have to bring your title and everything, and the manager will sign off on it and give you the key code. I'm like, all right, great, that's awesome. I get off the phone with that guy. And then I get back on the phone with the locksmith, and I tell him I can get the key code. That's what the guy's saying. If I get the key code, you can make the key, right? And he says, yeah, just call me after you get the key code Monday, and we'll do it. I'm like, great. And so now it's Sunday, so tomorrow I'm gonna go to the Ford and try and get the key code. I'm very stressed. I'm very, very stressed right now because I'm just hoping there's no like additional step. Like, we can give you the key code and you have to do this. Or like, we can't give you the key code. We're gonna have to reset the key code on your vehicle, and you're gonna have to tow it over here, type thing. Because that's what it says in the owner's manual, is that if you lose your one and only key, you have to tow it over to Ford, and they have to reset that key code, and then you just have to get a key on your own volition. So I just hope I can walk in there. I mean, the locksmith said that they have it, so I just hope I can walk in there. The guy feels for me, and I can get the code, and then I can get a key made, and then it works. I'm just hoping that happens. I did not realize losing a key is such a pain in the ass. So if you only have one key for your van, especially if it's an older make and mod, like if it's a Ford Transit especially, I don't know if Ford Transit Connect, I don't know if the Ford Transits are like this, have the weird shaped key too, but Ford Transit Connects, older models, get a second key made or put a damn tracker on that thing, because it is going to be hell. You don't want to be in this position. But yeah, please send me good vibes, I guess. And yeah, that's my whole spiel on the missing key. If you want to make me feel better, you could like this video and subscribe. Pretty please. But yeah, that's the situation I'm in. I put too much lemon in this tea. I don't usually put lemon in my tea. Oh. But yeah, thanks for listening, you guys, and let this be a PSA for everybody else. Have a good one.